Run around Sue from Dion here on 96 FM. Dr. Iain Corness is in the studio with us. And we are so used to hearing your voice on the Bangkok Patio Hospital adverts. And, you're a man around town who's so well known now. And do you really have to wear that white coat to stand out?
Can I be honest?
I'd like you to be, if possible.
All right. You told my girl, tell him to wear his white coat.
He's going to be on television, all right? We're televising this. Tell him to wear his white coat, and I said, make him look like a doctor. Because more often than not, you're a racing car driver, aren't you?
Yes, indeed. That's my passion.
Yes. So tell us, just before we go on to the Bangkok Patio Hospital stuff, about this passion of yours for racing. Because, let's face it, you're not a young man anymore, are you?
This is my 46th year of competition.
Yeah. Experience
tells. It counts. And we run a Mark I Ford Escort in the retro class. And we say we are the only retro team, because it has to be pre-1985. We are the only retro team with a retro car and a retro driver.
You've got a Ford Escort, haven't you?
Yes, yeah.
When does it date back to?
1973.
Amazing, isn't it?
Yep. But of course,
that's all 40 years ago.
Yes, they're all fully rebuilt and all the rest.
New parts and new I suppose, souped-up engines and stuff.
And of course, we are helped by our sponsors, principal sponsors being BBX, and the Acorn Pub.
Which I know very well.
Indeed. I see you there on a Saturday evening.
Absolutely, yes. The new family pub, which you bring your family down to. Because you're a big family man as well. Let's just find out a little bit more about you, because you've got two lovely children, haven't you?
Yes, yeah. Marisa, who's the pride of my life, and little miss, age 9, who knows everything.
Yeah.
I mean, anytime you have a problem with the phone or the television remote, and I can't fix it, little miss can.
Amazing, isn't it? They've just got a knack for it. They've grown up with technology.
That's right. And Evan, my son, is 7.5, and he's the bruiser. He walks through walls. He's got a wonderful temperament. He doesn't give a damn about anything.
Well, hang on a moment. Where's he got that from? I mean, you're racing around a track, right, at your advanced age. I know you're very young, you're very fit. You've got a young mind, and you've got a fit body. I mean, but do you think you should be racing yourself around a track, putting yourself in danger?
A previous wife of mine had this idea that I should give up.
Right.
I did. I gave her up.
Just choose me or the racing. No contest.
But I mean, Barry, I've been doing it for so long. I understand the dangers.
You live for it, though, don't you?
Yes,
really, in a
sure.
way. But, okay, your family, but
I've got a 20,000 baht helmet. I've got a 30,000 baht race suit.
Yeah.
It's got a full cage inside it. I'm not going to get hurt.
No. And you've just been racing recently, and you've been doing really well. You've been winning.
Yes. Out of last weekend, we got 2 firsts in class, a second in class, a 4th outright, and a 5th outright.
Unbelievable. I mean, it just shows you, doesn't it? And is it the experience? Do you think it's the experience that does it? I mean, because...
Yes, that's part of it. I'm not as fast as I used to be. Or I'll put it this way, I'm not as brave as I used to be. But one thing which is fun, you finish a race and you stop in the pits and all the drivers get out of their cars and you take your helmet off, and guys that have been racing against look at me and you can see their bottom jaw fall. God, how old is this person?
Yeah. I know, amazing. But more power to your elbow, and I hope you keep winning and keep enjoying it, because it's a fantastic thing to have, a hobby that really fills you with that, looking forward to all those races.
Yes, yeah.
Come on, get up, get out, and start grooving. Jingling around to the sound of music.
Dr. Iain is a very popular gentleman and character. Is that all right? Is that a good way to describe you?
Yes.
You are a bit of a gentleman, aren't you, really?
Right. And I always have been. I've always worn a collar and tie and been what I consider neatly dressed.
Very affable. Do you know that word?
Yes.
Okay.
But I mean, I've got this other thing inside me.
You are a rocker at heart, aren't you, really?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I mean, whenever you come to my gigs, you're always asking for AC/DC. You like the surf medley as well, don't you?
I really do.
Surf guitar stuff.
Yes.
Brilliant stuff. So that keeps you amused. And how are you going to keep us amused then with offers from Bangkok Pattaya Hospital?
Well, really, the lady of the house is probably the person who is most ignored.
Oh.
And medically, health-wise, this is the thing. We put out special offers, particularly around about the King's birthday, for men.
Right.
And that's it. So the little lady gets left and forgotten.
Okay.
Now we have a package called Healthy Summer 2013, Healthy Family Summer 2013.
Yes.
And you pay for one and you get two.
Okay.
So in other words, you can get a checkup for yourself and one for the little lady.
Now, checkups are so important, aren't they? They really are. Essential.
Yes. I mean, the only problem is a lot of people think that if they get a clean bill of health now, 2013, it means that they're indestructible and nothing is going to happen to them. All that we can say is, right, everything looks fine now. Looking back at your previous investigations, we can see there's a trend coming. Right. And if you don't do something to stop that trend, then you're going to have problems in the future. And that's the advantage. As a oncer, okay, we can say whether you're healthy or otherwise, but get yourself a history of checkups.
Do it regularly. And that's the key. That's what the message that you're putting over, really, is the fact that if you can see a change in one of the readings, and then you can nip it in the bud. Yes.
I mean, you can draw a straight line sometimes and say in 5 years' time you're going to have diabetes.
Right. Yeah. So it's good to find out in advance so you can change your habits, your lifestyle habits, perhaps.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. Good stuff. Now, what sort of age range should you really? Is it still over 50 when you should really take more care about yourself?
As you get older, you should take more care of yourself, and I wouldn't sort of cut it off at 50. I sort of say from the age of 40.
Right.
Because under 40, we're all 10 foot tall and bulletproof.
You are. We found that one out with your car racing. Yeah.
But yeah. From the age of 40, you can start to see the trends and get them early. All right, if you've never had a checkup and you're 60 years of age, come along anyway.
Yeah.
Because we can do something for you. But for the people who start at age 40, by the time they've got to age 50, we can plan for them. We can plot out what is going to happen. Yeah. So this is what you've got to do.
Yeah. Now, just to finally talk about yourself as at the Bangkok Pattaya Hospital and your function there, really, because you're a bit of a mediator between the phalanx and the staff there, aren't you?
What people forget is that the Thai doctor has to talk to us phalanx in a foreign language.
Yes.
You know, we are not clever enough to be able to go and see the Thai doctor and tell him all our symptoms in Thai. So there is the opportunity for miscommunication.
Yes.
Always.
And that's the last thing you need in matters medical.
Very true. Mind you, the greatest complaint that patients in Australia have is that they go to see their doctor, walk out 15 minutes later, and they've got no idea what he was talking about.
Right.
So when we're working in a foreign language as well, there's even more chance of a problem. So what happens is, if you don't understand what the doctor's told you, get them to come and find me.
Yeah.
And since I am a doctor with many years' experience, I can then explain to them in English or Australian what is being said, what is being suggested, and why. The expectations of the foreign patient are quite different from the expectations of the Thais. The Thais get told, we're going to do this, this, and this, and they accept it.
Yeah.
Whereas the foreign patient is more used to being involved in the differential diagnosis. We're going to do a chest x-ray because we think it might be this, and if it isn't, then we will do a this and a that.
Absolutely, yeah. Yeah, and you're a friendly voice as well, something that people can relate to, you know? So, well, we'd hope so anyway.
Yes, we hope so. You'll recognise me. I'm in a white coat.
There we go, with his name on it as well. There you go. Fantastic. Thanks for coming in and seeing us again, Dr. Iain, and I look forward to seeing you at many of my gigs as usual, and we'll see you around town and around Bangkok Pattaya Hospital very soon.
Thank you very much, Barry.
Cheers, mate.
Bye.